we have a couple of very important words that we need to know for any Poomsae competitions. So we're just going to go through a couple of them. So Coach Liu on the left is our Poomsae competitor. Coach Love on the right is our person at marshalling. So the first one we need to know is how to enter the mats. So the first command is called 출전. So 출전 means enter. So Coach Love is going to extend her hand and point to the spot and say 출전, and Coach Liu will enter. So that's the signal to enter. And then we're standing just in our attention. And then from here, when Coach Love extends her, bends her arm straight up, this is our 차렷. And then so remember, so hands by your side, feet together, and then we're going to bow, KYUNG. And then from here, when Coach Love extends her hand, this is our 준비. So we go into our ready stance. And then when Coach Love extends her arm into the air straight and says 시작, that's when we start. So let's say Coach Liu has finished her pattern. And then we say, we need to make sure we don't move until the person at marshalling says 바로. So we go back to our ready stance. So 바로. And then from here, we go 차렷. And then from here, we don't bow again because we've already bowed. So we only bow at the beginning and at the end of our pattern. So the person at marshalling will say 쉬어, which means to rest. So during this time, make sure you turn around, you fix your uniform, and then once you're ready, you turn around, facing the front, just in your attention, thinking about your next pattern as well. So during this time, the judges are giving their scores to each other and someone is recording them down. So you may have about maybe 10 to 20 seconds of just not a lot going on, but make sure you're concentrating and going through your patterns. So we've already bowed once at the beginning, so make sure you don't bow again for this part. So the person at marshalling will say 차렷, and then they'll say 준비 with their arms straight. So now we need to get ready for our second pattern, because don't forget we have two patterns. And then when they extend their arms straight up in the air and they say 시작, we start our second pattern. So let's say Coach Liu has finished a pattern, and then the person at marshalling, remember, we need to make sure we wait until they say 바로. So 바로. So back to our ready stance, and then they'll say 차렷, and attention, and then bow, KYUNG. And then from here, the command to leave the mat is 퇴장. So they'll point at you and then point to outside of the mats, and that's your command to move. So make sure we remember these different commands. So we had our 출전, our enter, our 차렷, our attention, our bow, our KYUNG, our 준비, our ready stance, and 시작 is start. 바로 is back to our ready stance. 쉬어 is our rest. And the last one is 퇴장, which means to exit. So hopefully this helps you guys for your next Poomsae competition.